Good night, everyone. Good evening and good night. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm saying hello. Hello. Good evening. I went a minute early because Hans said we could make fun of Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. for we can accuse him of being tardy to the party if we go a little early. Yes, Mark. So hello, Hans, Mitch, Ron, Daniel, and Mark. And yes, Ron, I'm going to be talking about you in a positive light. And Pizza Giraffe and Jason. Happy Monday, Jason. Hello, everybody. Yes, there's been a lot of talking already because when I set this up, before I hit that go live button, everything's kind of set up. It's kind of there, and everybody can wait and chat in the green room or in the studio audience. I don't like that. There's too much there. Let me just move that. Is that better? Oh, you get a little sneak peek. We'll get to that. You do need a beverage. I'm sorry. That's kind of what that's kind of a given by now. It's sort of like going to school without pants on. You could get away with that one time, but the second time you really can't get away with it. And then the third time, so you got the boy with the blue rose heart. Well, I hope you called his parents. I hope you let them know where he is. I'm kidding. I got it too. I got the boy with the blue rose heart, the hardcover, Philip Fracassi. This was just a beautiful book. This is the hardcover that who is it? Luke Spooner. Luke Spooner did the artwork, and there's a lot of it in this very small book. It's a very short book, but it's amazing. This artwork is amazing, and of course, if you were one of the first 100, you got a signed book plate in blue ink to go with the theme. Now, I saw who unboxed it. Was it Sean Lynch? He doesn't come to these things. That kind of gets me sad. But I think he unboxed it and he thought he had number 26, but they're not numbered. They're not numbered because I have number 26 here too. So yes, awesome stuff. Hello, Alexia. Yes, it came with the signed book plate. Mice workout vid. I know you meant nice. I know. I just went with it. How was the pizza? The pizza was good. It was the New York pizza department. I'm on a quest. I ate Little Caesars that I did a review, and then I got New York pizza department with my son, and we ate it, and it was okay. It's okay. I mean, it's like New York pizza is antithetical to where I'm originally from, Chicago. New York likes the thin slice. You roll it up. I'm like, okay. So I don't agree with that. I want a nice crust. I want a crust that fights back a little bit, just a little bit. I want to win, but I don't want a crust you could roll up. What is this, a crepe? Are you a crepe? I'm paranoid about the mic. I don't know. I put conditioner in my hair tonight, so let's hope it behaves. What's up? What's going to happen if it doesn't? So it was okay. In a manila envelope, the kind with paper shreds inside. Yeah, it didn't. It was in a paper envelope. Yeah, I mean that wasn't like the best, but it arrived. It arrived intact. Hello, I have Manos. Some minor corner dings. Yeah. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Look what it does to the. Ooh, my whole screen got a little different. So I put it out. Oh, it's dinged a little bit. So not too thrilled with that. You know what you do. You know what you do. Might as well be shipped by Borderlands. Damn, Hans. You went there. You don't care at this point. You've been eating them apple pie jelly beans. And I think, it's just like, damn, you're just burning bridges. You're right though. Yeah. That's how Borderlands ships those little books. The little books that are loaded with typos. They go in an envelope or envelope. Sean is too good for us. Sean? Oh, Sean Lynch. Yeah. See, I'm old, I can't even keep up with me. Sean. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Splink is a dinkadoo. I like saying Splink. I thought it was like Spy on New York when I first saw his channel name, but it's Sean P. Lynch, and then he just didn't do the H. I don't know. SP Link, Splink. So you know what? This is a good channel. He's approved him, and it's terrific. Who's not here tonight? So I'm gonna have to dock his pay. Pizza Giraffe is the best animal on the world. On the world or in the world? Now, see, I think on the world is technically correct. I think we should change it to Pizza Giraffe is the best animal on the world. Because if you're in the world, I guess you could be a mole. A mole is in the world. But technically, we're all on the world. We're not in the world. Unless you're like one of those cave dwellers or a spelunker. We are all on the world. So you're on to something, Pizza Giraffe. Pizza Giraffe has a brother named Burger Giraffe. Burger Giraffe. See, I could kind of get behind a Pizza Giraffe because the spots might look like sausages or... Oh, the porn's here. Find love on the best dating site. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. We got... They started early tonight. I received my Nero chapbook today. Phil said that I grabbed his very most last one. Oh, I'm glad you got in. Hans gives 0 fugs. Once YouTube don't censor that. I said fugs with the FUG. I was reading a comment, so I'm not even technically held responsible. Hans don't care. He's going to say it like it is. Ron retracted his comment. Good evening, number one. Good to see you here. Good to see you. What about finding love in the best figs site? I prefer figs over dates. Oh, interesting. I love that pun. That was a good pun. Man, I feel like we haven't seen the porn peeps in a minute. I like how you did prawn. I like that. That's cool. Prawn. You don't want to give them any power. So yeah, no, it's like, where have you guys been? I don't mind having my viewership up. Let's check in with the Magic Duff Bucket so we can, properly, it's a White Russian, man. I drink and I read things and plug in the glassware. If you got somebody who's getting married and you're going to a bridal shower or something, I don't know what says you're going to have a happy, house and, maybe it's a housewarming gift better than Jeff Word glassware. The kids, I drink and I read things. It promotes education and hydration. So that's, if bridal shower, housewarming gift, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, anything. I think it just goes with anybody who likes to drink and read. If they're going to spam you, they could at least put a link or a discount code. Discount code. I'm not saying like let's get to the dark web or anything, but a discount code would be nice if you're going to spam the site. Great, how I want to make a drawing of a burger giraffe. Now, burger giraffe. I just think I could. The burger's just a little squat, like a pizza. I could go. I could see how you could stretch the pizza. Burger. I guess you'd be a burger hippo. I think of a burger. I think of a hippo. If you were to do word association with me and you like stop me on the street and say, what's the first thing you think of when I say burger? I'd say hippo. Hippopotamus. How are we supposed to find love? Yeah. Yo, Jeff, I see the prawn folks are here again. Yeah, we needed them, and I like prawn. Like prawn. I like the I'm not saying I'm endorsing the prawn, but I like the typo. I don't know why I like that typo. It harkens back to a more innocent age of the interwebs. Prawn. It's like Tron porn. Did producer Jill mix that delicious creamy cocktail? No, she did not. I did. And that's why it is so tall. If producer Jill had mixed it, it'd probably be like that. See, I look at it this way. This White Russian, right? This much is socialization, right? You're socializing, you're enjoying the night. You might be conversing. And then you get down to here, you're either getting some rage or you're getting some truth. Down here is like truth serum. You can't lie. If you drink beyond this line, you're going to tell the truth. What's up, Mike? Mike Hughes is here. Yeah, boy, was the old Tulsa world again shelling out Journey of the Night. You need this new bit. I know, I do. I have this. This is. I don't have any rapture. So I got to fix that. We got to fix that, Mitch. We got to fix it. Nice to see Suntop shipping copies of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yes. So here it is, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I got mine. Look at that. It is a beauty. I'm going to do an unboxing. You guys will get to see it in my unboxing video. But it's safe to say that Paul went all in on this baby. The spine, you could feel the spine. The letters on the spine are embossed. And the most magnificent part of this. Oh, wait a second. Okay, that's not all right. That's just like a little bit. Okay, that's just like, yeah, that wasn't anything. But the best part of this, like, look at this book without the dust jacket, which makes me wonder if I even want the dust jacket on it. The dust jacket is a candy wrapper. That is badass, right? But look at this book. It's like a chocolate bar, a chocolate. Look at that. I mean, it's not leather bound, but is it bonded leather? I should read the description. Sean Lynch would have, and he'd know what to say, but look at that. Damn. So I'm in heaven. Now I'm just wondering how a pizza giraffe would have a brother that is a burger giraffe, or burger has a hippo brother. Hippo has, I don't know. There'd be asparagus gazelle. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Taco Rhino. Oh, I got mine today. It came out amazing. It did. And the artwork, I mean, just in the bonus content, it's loaded with bonus content. Just spectacular. This is a keeper for the rest of your life. You keep this book. It's amazing. No gold ticket though. Yeah, nope. Hello, Stephen Dwayne Allison, late junior. I was told by Mitch or Hans or both or everyone that we can make fun of you for being late. So I got permission. I don't want to because I got a new rule not to be a jerk, even a playful jerk. But I got permission. So yes, everybody's making fun of him. That's great. Yeah, I didn't get a golden ticket. I did not get a golden ticket, or a ticket otherwise. Steven's here. Everybody's saying hi to Steven. I'm here too. I have my tattoo of your daughter's drawing. No, you don't. Stephanie, do you really? Did you really schedule the tattoo? Oh my God. If it is something you're okay, comfortable sharing, and it's in a place that can photograph without like me getting deplatformed. It's a joke, by the way. I would love to see the finished product. That is crazy. Oh, that is the highest form of flattery. for my daughter. If you really did schedule it and you're really going to do it, that's amazing. That really is. That's a proud daddy moment right here. Proud. I know my daughter's stuff. I love it. I'm biased, and she's an amazing artist. All my kids are super talented in different ways. Hers is art, and if you do get that tattoo, that my mind would be blown. Of course, you're under no obligation to show a photo. I think my lawyers over. I got 8 lawyers in the kitchen, and they counsel me every time I'm on. Otherwise, I'd say much more heinous things on this channel. But my lawyers are in there, and they're just like, and they held up a piece of paper saying, you must tell her she's under no obligation to share a photo of the finished product. So my lawyers are saying that, and with the election so near, we don't want to mess anything up. So, yeah, that's awesome. That is so cool. I'm waiting for the numbered edition. Yeah, I'm getting that too. Hopefully, my gold ticket's in there. Jack Smith, I sent you an email about the PO box. Okay, I'll check it out. We have a lot of emails currently going to that email address, and I'd like to clean it up a little bit. So yours might have gotten buried. Pardon me. So I'll get over to that, Jack. So, okay, I promise. Morning, all. Is it still the one golden ticket? Yes. So far, one golden ticket has been found, and I believe it's for a gift certificate worth like $50. I believe. I'm not 100%, but it was golden ticket number 21 out of 25. So everybody's Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. is never late or early. He's simply Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. Yes, your whatever time it is when the time you were supposed to be here. Producer Jill's getting hellos. Mark says hello. Yeah, Jeff, she does, and she loves it. Oh my God, Mike, that's crazy. I'm gonna keep my daddy pride, gonna cap it, but trust me, that's so cool. I don't know if Potato's around to hear it. Orange marmalade, jelly beans. No, Max, you should have stopped at apple pie. So what's going on in the books world, my people? Rant yet? No, I don't have a rant really. I have a jab, but I don't have a rant. So I'm going to throw a jab later. Swedish fish flavored jelly beans. Yes. Still hope for me then. Yes, there's a lot have been unboxed, and only one has been turned up. I unboxed 2, and I didn't get a golden ticket. So that takes 2 off the board. The chances are just getting better. Can I say something nice about Cemetery Dance? No. Expat Dreamer. If you want to give me something to rant about, you could feed it live, You could say it live, and then I'll riff on it without a prepared statement. But my lawyers may or may not get involved. I don't know, but that's, they're not boxers, they're lawyers, so I'm not worried about it. Yes, you can say something nice about Cemetery Dance. Here's the thing. My problem is with the chiz. Not necessarily. No rant. No Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. I'll probably rant. There's a couple of things that could turn into rants easily. I also received the artist Charlie today with no golden ticket. Damn, Martin. Good to see you here. I read Marla on Sunday and absolutely loved it. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you loved it. That's good. I recently won an auction for a Cemetery Dance book on the Evil Bay for a cost. What did you get? You're not here, Martin? Oh. Well, if you see Martin, tell Martin I said, hi, Martin. Yeah, what title, Mitch? And I want to hear something nice about Cemetery Dance, Hans. Oh, okay. So I order my PS Stephen King books from Cemetery Dance because I started collecting the PS books from CD to save on shipping, to use store credit, and they match my number for me. But the flip side, yes, the flip side is always you have to wait until the book is rotted and falling apart. Night Parade by Malfi. I love that book. is that Cemetery Dance will ship the PS books like 5 months after everyone gets theirs. Yes. But, hey, Chance here. I saw your National Novel Writer Month with Ed Lorne. I made a couple comments, but I got my Needful Things the other day. Yay! So, Hans, you didn't say something like stellar awesome about CD. You just said they've met the basic threshold for shipping, and that's a compliment in their sphere. Like, they were able to actually get a book to you in a somewhat timely manner, and that is praise. Whereas other people, it's sort of standard. So that's interesting. My point is, maybe their shipping has improved. Yes. Well, I'm glad you got it. I hope it was in great shape. Thanks for stopping by, Jeff. I think I saw the comments too late. Yeah, I was making a whole little story because I'm like, you know what? If they're doing the National Novel Writers Month thing, Chad and Ed are there doing it, then I'm going to use the comments to start writing a story. And then someone put me in timeout accidentally. Her name was Haley. And she's like, oh my God, I put you in timeout. I didn't mean to. So I thought that was funny. And then it kind of took, I was kind of going with it. I was working Keelan Patrick Burke into the story. You, Ed Lorne, Philip Fracassi, and Josh Malerman. I was working everybody into the story. And then I got timed out. And it's like when you ice the kicker and then he misses the shot. I kind of lost the mojo. That's how easy I quit. And I was just like, oh, this is fun. And then I was watching you guys just like breathe and type. And it was a little like I got to admit, it felt like a voyeur. And I didn't see anybody read anything or any discussions going on. So, well, the warehouse should be about half empty by now. Yeah, I know. I'm devouring Ghost Written right now. I'm on a third story. I absolutely love the story so far. Gingerbread jelly beans. Okay. Did everyone order the best horror novelist Bentley Little book? So I don't blame you for bailing. No, it was cool. I dig stuff like that, Chad. I liked seeing it, and I was gonna stick around, but at that point I was already like 20 minutes into it, and I had other things to do. So I did bail. So are we supposed to talk about the Lividian? It's not a secret anymore. Lividian's next release is The Store by Bentley Little, and the blurb is a new Stephen King blurb. I've never seen this one, and in this blurb, Stephen King's saying the best outright horror author is Bentley Little, and I'm like, yeah, Stephen King. You also thought Halloween Ends was a good movie, so okay, your credibility is in the toilet. Stephen King. You're a hell of a storyteller, fantastic author. I'll read anything you write, even if I cringe later on. But seriously, your opinion and popular culture leaves a lot to be desired. So I will not follow you into the Bentley Little praise. Although I will say, again, I'm going to say it on this channel, CJ Tudor and Richard Chismar make me think highly of Bentley Little. Like, I pine for a Bentley Little book after The Hiding Place and Girl on a Porch. Did anyone notice who wrote the intro for the Bentley Little book? Oh, who did? Who did? Wait, who did? Wait. Wait, who did? Who wrote it? Jeff Strand. Yes, Jeff Strand. Yes. That was almost that was a nudge. Not a healthy enough nudge to get me to buy it. Hey, Flash is here. Yes, Jeff Strand. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Jeff's Eds. I'm listening, but I'm driving. Jeff Eds. Yeah, don't type and drive, Flash. You'll end up in Maple Grove. So you don't eat microwave salmon? Oh, never. Never, Hans. You know better than that. Jeff, we know you hate Little, but he has a ton of fans out there. Well, that's good. That's good for Brian James Freeman's sake. I'm glad. And I hope it's a sellout. And I know he does great work on books. And the guy Vince, who owned Nocturnal Readers Box, told me the store is one of Bentley Little's best, the store and the mailman. So, I think it's a score for Lividian and whoever likes Bentley Little. Oh, Bentley Little. I do have a copy of the store heading my way. I'll give it a chance when my TBR starts to dwindle. Yeah. Cubs off season targets. I don't care about the Cubs. Cubs can go to hell. Cubs. Who cares about the Cubs? Who cares about the Bears at this point? We need more Joe Hill special editions. Yes. We also need him to publish his 2 trunk novels. I didn't know he had trunk novels. You know what we need? More Mallerman. We need Lividian to do A Child Alone with Strangers. I finished that book. I did a review on this channel. Amazing book. Awesome, amazing. I was going to say awesome or whatever. I was going to mix the words up. They're both there and they both wanted to come out at the same time. A Child Alone with Strangers would be a great Lividian title. So tell BJF to do it. Do it. I have the ARC and the limited of the store on the way. Have not read it yet, so I am looking forward to it. Oh, that's good. Hope you enjoy it. I got my shipping notice from Lividian for the store ARC and the signed trade edition of A King of Shadows. You guys are ballers. You guys are subscribed to the Patreon at a nice level. I know the mailman didn't do it for you, Jeff, which I know I did recommend. Yes, Ron, you are the reason I read The Mailman. One of the reasons. But the store is the one that I would offer up as the final word on Little. This is it. You don't like that one? You won't like any. Okay, so see, now this is how the buttons, Ron. You know the buttons because this is how you get an addict. You're like, no, try this batch. No, oh no, that was a bad batch. This is a better crop. Okay, all right, okay. The store. Oh, I gotta say, if I ever read the store, it's going to be because somebody sent it to me for free, or I borrowed it from a library. Oh, Jeff, the Craft Brewers Conference is in Nashville in May. I may be heading out there for it. Mitch, if you're coming out to Nashville, that is going to create too much of a gravitational pull for me to stay where I'm at. I will be plucked out of my house. Willingly or not, I will be pulled. The gravitational force will pull me to Nashville, which is not this. I'm pointing north right now. So that's not the right way. It's back that way. It's actually through the bookshelves. I'll be going to Nashville. So yes. Speaking of Lividian, more Lividian level Patreon slots coming soon. Yeah, I wish I had more Lividian level Patreon money coming soon. So sorry for going on about my damn finances. Chad, when are you going to do your Mallerman interview? Yeah, you know what? I was going to do my Mallerman video interview back in March. And we did a stupid thing and we bought a house. And then I've been tumbling through the nether into the upside down since March. I'm starting to land. We're getting there. We're getting there. Things are ironing out. Things are coming into focus. It's been a long, short summer. And but yes, I want to get Josh Mallerman on the channel. It's just because it's going to be stupid. Like we'll just be talking and whatever. Like I saw his interview with Philip FRACASSI, and I was a little worried for Josh because he was just sort of winging it. But that's how he is. He seems to be a guy who just says whatever pops into there just comes out and he goes with it, and then he had some vodka, so that's always an interesting combination. It's like Fuse meet accelerant, but that will be fun. I got to try it. Next Maillerman is slated. Spin a Black Yarn for 2023, a collection of Maillerman short stories. Yeah, and I definitely will get in that, so I'll have to get him on the channel for that because I didn't read Daphne yet. Maybe I'll read Daphne, then have him on, then talk about Spin a Black Yarn and questions we should all be asking the Rim. Spin a Black Yarn takes place in the small Michigan town of Sam Hatton. Before Jeff gives Little another shot, he's got to tackle Jersey Kaczynski, the painted bird. Yes, Chad, you're guilt tripping me, man. I'm reading this right now, loving it. If this book exists, you're in the wrong universe. Oh, that's a cool photo too, by the way, right across the eyes. Right across the eyes, by Jason Pargin. And I had a dream last night that my brother destroyed this book. He thought he was helping me, and he just crammed it in a bag, and he dinged the corners. And I was like really upset. Try not to be mad at him because he meant well. But I'm like, dude, you know how hard it is to get a Jason Pargin signature, dude? And he was sorry, but the damage was done. But I will say, my signed copy has one of those weird. You ever see this? The cutting error where the page was not cut correctly at the binder. I don't know if that's showing up. I'm not doing a good job here, but low standards. You can't really tell, but it wasn't cut correctly. Anyway, got to read this. Then I'm going to read 11/22/63 and listen to Little Wasp. And the painted bird is on there, man. It's on there, dude. I'm going to do it. Help me decide, whiskey sour or vodka Collins. Vodka Collins. Done. You don't need to ask anymore. Chad, too funny. I just picked up the Painted Bird last week. Been meaning to read it for decades. I'm late, but I made it. Work keeps interfering with my Jeff Word lives. I don't know what to tell you, Ari. I've counseled you on telling those people to find themselves another team player because I'm tired of you carrying that whole team. I really am. Josh is a great interview. He will talk forever, which is awesome. That's perfect. Just let him go. Just like, here, Josh, let me take you off the leash. Oh, he's gone. He's off to the races. Daphne is great. I enjoyed it. Super quick read. Well done, Jeff. Reading with the dust jacket off as every civilized. Oh my God. Who would read with the dust jacket on? No way. I learned that. I did the first hardcover I ever read as a wet behind the ears teenager was It. And that dust jacket came off with a quickness, but it did get destroyed. Because when I lent the book out with the dust jacket like a moron. Why did I do that? My aunt ruined the book. What's garbage? Wait. Same brother, same. I don't know what's garbage. Uh-oh. Garbage. See, now I'm loved 11/22/63 greatly. Yes, everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that. So I have to. It's an oversight. So that's what's going to happen. That's what's happening. And then somewhere the Painted Bird's in there. The Painted Bird is in there. It's in there. It's not going to be, that doesn't look like an onerous read. It doesn't look like it's going to take me forever. As slow as I am. Anyone else get the new Legati? No, I did not. Miscut pages are garbage. Oh, yeah, I know. But it's a trade edition. And you know what? my do I gotta show it to you? Where is it? Where did I put that book? Oh, here it is. Funny story. I essentially got this book for free. I got this, the German edition of It, which I had no business buying. It's in a language I can't speak, but that the design is just delightful. That sewer grate S, which is of course it in German. And anyway, it came with this big ding on the back and a couple of small dings on the corners and such. So I emailed Germany and I said, hey guys, I hope you're not going to start a world war over this, but can you send me a new slipcase? They're like, sorry, we can't send components out. You need to send the whole thing back. We will reimburse you for shipping, and then we'll send you a replacement copy. So I packed it up and I took it to the post office. Shipping to Germany was $69. So I emailed them. I said, hey, guys, it's $69 to Germany. You're going to pay me the cost of the book for me to ship you this book back and then ship me a new one? Doesn't seem to be efficient. And so they wrote back, they're like, yes, you're right. We're going to refund you the entire cost of the book. And so they did. And they said, but we're not going to send you a replacement. And I'm like, that's fine. Another way they could have probably gotten off cheaper is to just send me a replacement copy. Whatever it costs them to make the book is by far cheaper than 100 euros. So that would have been cheaper for them to ship off a book. They would have had to pay for shipping and whatever the cost of the book per unit was. But I guarantee it would have been better than refunding me 100 euros. But they did. So I got the book for nothing. They invited me to order a new copy, but pay for it. And I'm like, no, I had no business buying this one. And I'm really not going to shell out the money to get another one from Germany and risk more dings. Well, that's just dumb. If there was a stateside seller and I could get it for maybe $40, I'd consider it, but that's not happening. We're going to call it a day. We're going to move on. All right. So Mitch says, Jeff, thoughts on the new Fairy Tale Special Edition? Did I buy one? Yes, I did. I'm getting it Thursday. I'll share it. I am disappointed because I misunderstood the description. They said has painted case. It's in a painted case. And the technical language for the boards is the casing, the case. So they're printed boards. They're just like PS Publishing books with printed boards, like library books. They're painted boards. So that's bogus, man. You know, everybody's thinking it's a painted case means a slipcase. So it's like a library edition with gilded edges. Really cool artwork on those the paste down and the end papers. Really cool artwork. I dig that a lot. And I do dig the gilded edges, and I do dig the ribbon page marker, but it's overpriced and kind of misleading the way they described it. So those are my thoughts on that. But I'll show it to you soon. And well, you're getting one, so or did you get one, Mitch? I don't know if you got one. I passed due to not being much into poetry. I wasn't a big 11/22/63 fan. The Hulu series was good though. Huh. Yeah, a lot of people loved it. So I at least have to come to my own conclusion on it. I've already received a few kind comments about it. Glad folks are digging. Yes, Ron. So Ron on this channel is in Weird Fiction Review. Is it number 12 or 11? No, it's 12, right? So that is supremely cool. So I like pointing that out, and so you can support great voices here. Anyone else pass on that Spit Shine Fair? Yeah, I just went into that. I took a chance and order it. We'll see soon. I passed on the fancy fairy tale, just not in the mood for a stressful bind against a tide of thousands of fellow collectors at a time I'm usually sleeping. I wish I got one so I can get a LP slipcase for it. Yes, Lividian's doing a slipcase for it. I love the design. Probably not going to sink more money into that edition, though. So I will say, Matt, Hans, I think it's still available. So if you really want one, you can get one. I heard that it's actually cloth bound boards. Oh, I think you're right, Mitch. I think I saw a picture. It definitely looks textured. So I don't know. They're painted boards. It's a painted case. So the art is right on the cover. So there's no dust jacket and there's no slipcase. I ordered 2. If anyone wants one, let me know at cost. They were available as late as 5 hours later. Hell, I think they're still available. Yeah, go check it out. The book description was misleading, but the publisher was not speaking our language. Right. That of book collectors. There was someone at marketing describing the book and did not know the lingo. Yeah. I believe they're still available. Sounded to me like it's sold out in minutes. No. No, I guess we're not talking about the same thing, Hans. Simon & Schuster are producing their own special edition of Fairy Tale. So it's the Simon & Schuster US side. It's not signed. There's some upgrades to material, but it may very well be the same page block as the trade. So sounded like it was so okay, yeah. I ordered a Simon & Schuster Fairy Tale, but still don't have tracking. I hope I won't be refunded. Or maybe I want to be. I'm torn. It's still available. You won't be refunded. Hopefully we'll be able to get the Fairy Tale Special Edition slipcase through Lividian. Yeah, there's a wait list. And yeah, so we'll see. As it is, I have the signed first edition and still not sure if the slipcase I ordered from CD will even fit it. So I'm good. Oh, if you've got a signed first edition, Hans, why would you even mess around with this one? It's not signed or anything. So glued boards. I bought my second one 5 hours later and it's being shipped. Yep. I dislike it when mass market publishers try to dip into the limited edition game. They don't quite understand how it works. The only one who did it well was Doubleday. Wasn't it Doubleday who did the coffin edition of The Stand, which is like the holy grail for so many, myself included. But generally speaking, yeah, I agree with you, Hans. So yeah, that's the Fairy Tale. I don't know if I like it enough. Maybe I'm probably not. I wouldn't get the Lividian slipcase for it. Yeah, nah. So yes, well, Lividian we talked about twice tonight. We talked about the slipcase. We talked about the store. I don't know how well it's selling for him. I hope it sells out. Yeah, the coffin case, the stand, which was built, it was built to fall apart. Really? The page block is not supported at all. If you don't keep it flat down inside the case, you are wrecking the book. I did not know that. Wow. Wow. I didn't know that. Well, that makes me feel good. From what I've heard, the coffin stand is all talk, no walk. Really? Okay. Well, if I win Powerball, I just might buy some more books. What's it, like 1.9 billion? Hoping to win the 1.9 billion lottery so I can catch up on my collection. Yeah. Hey, I still want it, but okay, if I won the $1 billion lottery, I'd get the coffin stand. Ian, we gonna play the $1 billion lottery? All right, we're gonna. Yeah. If anybody wants to gift me the coffin edition of the stand, I'll take it. Jinx. Okay, that's a little loud. That's a little loud, stupid. I'm talking to myself. I'm not talking to anybody here. So what else? I had a couple other things to talk about. Centipede Press, the Weird Fiction Review 12 with Ron. We talked about that. But also the reprint of the 5 Kane books. So we all just supported my statement about big fishes playing in small ponds, big publishers and limited edition markets. Yep. That is true. You cannot argue with Hans's statement. Big publishers, stay out of it. But yeah, the reprint of the 5 Kane books. It was jazzed about it. I saw right after Jared's email, all these people were going out, hitting the social medias, begging people to get to that 200 uh, signature, 200 email mark to tell Jared it is worth doing because they wanted it so bad. I thought that was fun and nice, and I'm glad to see that. I was going to email Jared. I have no interest in buying it, but a lot of people want it. So everybody wants that Kane. Yes, you guys are all saying it. That would be cool. I hope you guys get it. And it sounds like it's not going to be pricey. It's not going to be crazy. But are all the people who currently own the Kane series going to be mad that the collectability of their books is going to be dinged? Marla by Jonathan Jans arrived and it's moved to the top of my TBR stack. The story sounds so creepy and cool. Anyone read it? Yeah, I read it. So is Mike Hughes. Mike Hughes read it, loved it. I read it and liked it. I own the original Kane set. Doesn't bother me. Well, that's good. And on the Dark Tower forum, people crying they would rather Jared create new books only. I would love the Kane books and Elric books from Centipede. So that's funny because those are the people who would be upset about it. I'm more egalitarian. I think the collectability, if you're a diehard collector and you want that first printing, then no one can take it away from you. Subsequent printings may take the demand. You know, if there's more supply, there's maybe less demand. It thins the demand. And that could be the case. That will only remain to be seen. But I like the idea of people who want these books getting a chance to get the books. And you weren't robbed of your first dibs, you know? That's how I feel. I just opened my VJ Books FRACASSI Chow loan book, signed in red. Was hoping for the purple, but love it anyways. Jeff gave Marla 3 stars. Yeah, I gave 3 stars, which is, I recommend. I liked it. I didn't love it, and I didn't think it was perfect. So, again, my 5-star ranking is 1, I'm angry. 2, I'm disappointed. 3, I like it. 4, I love it. 5, this is perfect. It is great. This book couldn't have been better. I own the Kane set. I have no issue with the reprint. I didn't buy them to sell. I might even buy a second set if they are reprinted. That's cool. Yeah, well, that's good. Yes, I gave it 3 out of 5. So, I thought it was good, right? It was fun. I guess it was not creepy enough, and some of the stuff just was not that believable. There was a lot of tell, no show, right? So, like, for example, you know what? I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to give details of the book if you haven't read it. I just don't think, like, if you saw Halloween Ends, there's a there's a love story in that movie between 2 characters who fall in love instantly and without question, and they will die for each other in that moment. And it is, the movie is telling you this is the truth and you need to buy it. And if you don't buy it, what can we say? This is what happened. And you need to win a viewer over. You need to win a reader over. You need to convince them that there was something here, that it came from something believable. There's a connection to some tangent of reality. Even if there's a supernatural reason, it needs to be disclosed. We need to know why. That's why we read books. We need to know the why, not just what happened, but why. And moviegoers need to see that too. If you're a viewer, you need to know why this character is behaving this way, or at least feel like you're going to be told later on that, oh, that explains that past behavior. You have to explain it, but nope. This crappy storytelling is just telling you what happened and expecting you just to swallow it. Now, that didn't necessarily happen in Marla, but it was close. Little too close. But not it again, it didn't disappoint me. I liked it. Feel like I'm on the defense, like I'm being interrogated by myself. Um, um, but I guess going into it with a little bit of, suspension of disbelief, quite a bit of it, and you go in to have a good time and have some fun, okay. There's another book that I thought did that, but it was a disappointment. That was Max Booth's Touch the Night. Um, had a lot of really great things about it, but man, it didn't pay off. At least Marla paid off in the regards that it walked the line. It got dangerously close to it too, but he pulled it off. Easy 5-star. Wow. That's that's good, Mike. I'm glad. I think I like seeing people enjoy things. I mean, I might not understand people who like Bentley Little or Richard Chismar or CJ Tudor, but I could see why somebody really liked Marla. Yeah. Didn't get me the same way, but not as creepy as Hex. No, I didn't think Marla was as creepy as Hex. And I thought Echo was creepier than Hex. So yeah, no spoilers. The movie sucked. Um, that was my exact takeaway from Halloween Ends. I was just telling my wife about it. It was ridiculous. Yeah, you gotta tell this. You gotta tell the story. Don't just show it. And I think there's a laziness in movies where they can get away with more laziness because they are literally showing a story. But there's an amount of, well, that's why bad. If you ever watch Riff Tracks or Mystery Science Theater 2000, 3000, they make fun of exposition. So if a movie just doesn't want to waste the time telling the story, they'll get a character to just tell the audience what they need to know in a lousy display of exposition. And so Halloween Ends doesn't even do that. They just steamroll people. That's Jan's new tagline, like Halloween Ends, but in book form and with a different plot, but both. No, it's not like Halloween Ends. No, 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 no. I liked Marla. I hated Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends was a 1-star. I like Marla enough to try to help its sales with a mildly vague rave review. I like Marla enough to buy the limited after having read the proof. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Mango jelly bean. I'm addicted to the old gods of Appalachia now. Yeah. So I also liked it. I'm glad I own it. I have it. It's on my shelf. I liked it. I just wish characters had acted a little more believable. Certain characters. I'm not gonna say anymore. Any thoughts on Sallow Bend? I just finished it. I really enjoyed it. No, I got to read that, but apparently Chad's not going to let me read it until I read Painted Bird. But Sallow Bend, I definitely want to read. I loved The Rue by Alan Baxter, and so I'm really primed to read it. I bought it. It's a rare purchase from Cemetery Dance these days. Got my first lettered edition today from CD, The Serpent Girl, letter S. Who did The Serpent Girl? Although you wrote Serpent Grill. Jay Jans is one of the nicest guys around, but none of the 4 or 5 novels of his that I read bowled me over. Good, but generally for the same reason that Jeff is kind of dancing around. Yeah. I think if the mindset, so now I know what this book was like, right? I had a taste of his writing and it was fun. And I think if the opportunity came up and there was another book that written by him that piqued my interest, I'd be happy to give it another shot. Of course, I'd read it, and now I know what I was walking into. I know the author's style. So I'll set my expectations thusly. And you know what? Maybe, it could be better, could be worse. I don't know. They're fun reads. I think there's like sometimes, and it could be mood too. You're in a mood for something, maybe a little darker, a little deeper, a little colder, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I can only be honest. The Serpent Grill, letter S. Well, so CDs, lettered editions are a little hit or miss. Some are stellar, like the Doubleday Years are stellar, but others are just, they're okay. They're okay. So what else do I have to talk about? I have to talk about, so I talked about Boy with the Blue, Ray Garton. Oh, okay. Ray Garton. Nice. What would you do if Suntop chose to publish a Bentley Little? All right. I seriously doubt Suntop would do a Bentley Little. What would I do? It would be a losing proposition because if I bought it, I wouldn't want to read it. I would maybe gawk at it or gawp at it with the materials and the beauty. I'd huff it. I'd rave about the scent. Depending on who did the introduction, if somebody wrote a new introduction of an author I liked, I'd read that. I'd look at the art. The art might be really cool. But I wouldn't want to read it. Maybe I would force myself to read it. Maybe a Suntop treatment would give me enough of a pleasant experience that I would finally like a Bentley Little book. It couldn't be The Mailman or The Circle or The Return because I've already read those, hated them. So it'd be a losing proposition because it would be a book. If I bought it, I wouldn't want to read it. And if I wanted to sell it, I probably wouldn't get my money back on it because Bentley Little books don't gain all that much on the secondary. So that would be a dilemma for me. He'd suck it up and do what his bosses told him to do. Yeah. So Stephen Wayne Allison Jr., man, he's gonna say that I would promote the book. You know what? It'd be awesome if they did do a Bentley Little book and I got to interview Bentley Little. That would be awesome. I would do it. I would love to interview him anyway. But buying Suntop books are not a guarantee from me anymore. There's no guarantee. I've already prepared myself for that day. That day is coming very soon where I will not be able to buy the Suntop books. So, to date, I haven't been in that spot, but yeah, and there will be Suntop books I'm going to want. I'm going to have to brawl it out like the rest of you guys soon. Wonder if we'll see a Mallerman Suntop someday. That would be balls. That would be awesome. At the Merrimack Book Valley Fair, hanging out with Jonathan Jans because his table was right next to the Mallerman's, and I was waiting for Josh to show up and end up buying 2 Jans paperbacks. That's fun. Bentley Little, Richard Chismar, Satan. Wait, FMK. I don't know what that stands for, RA. I'm not cool. Oh, F, Mary, kill. You would kill Satan? You would marry Richard Chismar? And you would Bentley Little? Okay, I mean, is that what you're saying? That's your order? I ain't getting into that game. Coworkers of mine tried playing that game once and I just opted out. It was like at a Christmas party or something. They started that conversation up. I just exited. I ordered the store. Can I still be on the recommended list? Yes. It's terrific. It's terrific. And Splink. And Sin's Book Nook, even though she's not here, she's been here a couple of times. It's forgivable. 3 booktubers that are approved. I'm probably forgetting somebody. Maybe not. I ordered bringing in little would be the perfect time for a replacement spokesperson to step in. Asking me, oh, out of those three, I, man, I'd have to say Chiz gets the K. Uh, see, I didn't play this game when the coworkers were doing it. I'm not gonna. That's. But the K would be Richard Chismar. That's not right. I shouldn't say that. Like it's like public figure situation. You know, I'm on a channel. I should. It's a sketchy. If you eventually skip a Suntop release, would there be a Suntop books that you own now that you might choose to sell once the set is interrupted? See, that's the thing. So if I jumped off the train, right now my set's intact. I have all the 23s minus Misery. So um I have a continuous set. So if I jump off and then I get another book, now we have so if I jump off and skip a book or two or three or four and then buy one and then skip another, now we're getting into those interruptions, right? Um, but if I had to sell them, if I had to sell any that I currently own, it might be the Heinleins. They're the ones I go to the least. I am curious. I want to read them. I've never read Robert Heinlein, but I guess I'm least intrigued by them. I dig the Wells set, but I don't like the way my Invisible Man and War of the Worlds came out. I don't, and I know that Paul Suntop wasn't happy with that printer, so he's never working with them again. But I think they botched that set, at least the last two books in that set. But I like that set because I love the Time Machine. That's one of my favorite books. I love that book. So, and I have to read the other two. But I don't think I'd sell. I guess the only one I'd sell would be the Heinlein set. Z-Man, yeah, Z-Man. My booktube nemesis is taking some time off because he did a video every night during Zoctober. he did a video every day during October, and it burned him out. He had nothing to say at the very beginning of October, and he had nothing to say midway through, and he had nothing to say at the end. But all that nothing wore him out. So he's taken some time off November, which I guess he's putting the no in November, like he put the Z in October. And yeah, that would be he would do good as the new spokesperson for the Bentley Little Book. But no, I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't want anybody else to be the spokesperson for Suntop. Trust me. But Stephen King said he was the best. I know. Slippery slope. It is. You let go. King said Little was the best and Chiz was the man. I know. So, like, stick to the fiction, King. Your ideas about pop culture are just shot. He also liked the Dark Tower movie. What was wrong with your H.G. Wells books? My War of the Worlds spine is so smashed flat. I think the binder, when they were putting the label on, they were just too hard with it. And I just don't like the way it came out. It doesn't feel like it matches the Time Machine book. So anyway, it's October. What's during what, Jeff? What, another botched Suntop? Oh my God. I don't need to feed the beast, Steven. Dwayne Allison Jr. Cannot believe you made me watch that booktuber. That was painful. I didn't make you do anything. I did not make you do anything. I would say I feel bad for bad mouthing somebody who's trying to make their way in the world. And I mean that in all sincerity. I don't like to to poke holes in someone's balloon, and yeah, SDAJ is spitting tonight. He's getting his shots in. But yeah, I don't like to do that, but it just bugs me. How does the guy have that many subscribers and he has nothing substantive to offer? He's actually insulting to anybody who likes books. And then I was watching another booktuber because I guess I'm a glutton, who is trading on her looks. I mean, to be completely honest, she's barely a fan of books. A lot of it is talking, and I I get in trouble. I mean, she's just like putting herself on display basically, and her subscriptions smoke mine. Like I can't even, like, she has more comments on her videos than I have subscribers. And maybe that's an exaggeration, but I just roll my eyes. I'm like, these people are booktubers, but do they really like books? Like, even I feel bad if I don't know about a book, but that's why I love being here with you guys, because you guys do. You guys know about books that I don't know about, and it enriches the whole thing. Because we do have a love of books, and I just see these people just sort of phoning it in. If I had a nickel for every Z-Man video I've watched, I could stay in the Suntop letter train for life. I'm probably late to the party, but I like booktuber Criminali. Now, I saw him. I think I might be subscribed to him. I think he's good too. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but is Z-Man Edward Lorne? No, I did watch Edward Lorne. I don't know why he's so divisive. I personally don't have any problem with him. I will say he had no idea what he was. He showed off the Red Dragon lettered. I'm sorry, the Suntop artist edition of Red Dragon. And he had no idea what he was showing. He wasn't speaking as a person of authority, and he's an author. But I don't have any problem with him. I've seen some people comment here. I've seen people comment here about Ed E and like some anger about it. I don't get that. I don't get that. I guess, you could look at it like, oh, Jeff, you're the only one entitled to be angry. And I guess that's true. I don't like the cut of Ed's jib. Really? I think Ed Lawrence seems like a kind man from the videos I've watched. He seems like yeah, he does. Hans doesn't like him. Who is Z-Man? Is Jeff going to give us an initial again? Z. I'll give you initials. Z. He's a booktuber I don't know how many booktubers out there are associated with the letter Z. It's funny. Chiz ends with Z and Z begins with Z. I'm with Hans. Jason doesn't like Ed. Okay, so can I ask you guys, what about him? Like, he does seem kind. I mean, maybe he seems like he seems a little bit like a recluse. He seems maybe like he's a little bit of a curmudgeon, but who am I to judge that? So he does strike me maybe as a little rough around the edges, but not in a mean. He definitely wouldn't be like in a predatory way. He doesn't seem like he'd be somebody who'd be a bully or anything. He seems like a kind guy. Z-Man's booktubes where he holds up a book, but he does not read it. He holds up a book. He'll read you the dust jacket copy. He'll stammer his way through it. He'll read it like he's a kid called on in class to read a chapter. All right, Z-Man, begin chapter 14 of Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. And then he's like, he was down the river on a raft. The raft was made of wood. Like, do you have a love of the written word? Do you have an appreciation for these books? I've never seen him go in any detail. He'll hold up a book and be like, yeah, this was good. It was really long. It's a long book. Took me a long time to read it. I didn't have a lot of, and I like the cover though. Check out that cover. The cover's dope. Um, but I guess the book's about a clown that lives in the sewers. I don't know. I didn't read it yet, but I know I just said I read it, but I didn't really read it. I went. I had to go. I had to work, and then I had eaten. And we're going out to eat a sandwich. But the cover's cool, and you got to dig that cover. Like it just, I don't know. He never reads a book, and when he reads a book, like there are straight out times he said, "I just DNF'd the book. I didn't finish it, and I don't remember why. I just went on to something else." Well, what'd you think of the book? I don't know. I don't really know. He's like somebody who's doing it against his will. Okay, I'm gonna go back on my statement. I want to be with Hans and Jason. Okay, well, you could just go. Mitch is like a politician, feeling the which way the wind blows. He's gonna jump in with Hans and Jason to not like Ed Lorne. I don't know why, but BookTube takes away from book time. No go. Yeah, that's true. That's true. This broadcast is sponsored by the letter Z, as in chiz. I forgot about Ed Lorne. I only watched some of his stuff when the Nocturnal Readers Box was blowing up and everyone was trying to figure out what was going on. He seemed okay, but a little arrogant. Yeah, okay, that's a good point. I forgot about that. I forgot about that whole thing. He was acting as like the investigative reporter, and he was trying to present the case like he was like he didn't have a horse in the race, and trying to be the intermediary between Vince and the customers who felt they were robbed. And then he got involved. He asserted himself, and it became more about him too. So I forgot about that. Jeff Ward, it's terrific. Splink, Gary Lovisi, Jules Burt, his book videos, and Michael Vaughn are the ones I watch without fail. Others are sporadic at best. There's only so much time. Yeah, Mike Vaughn. He's another one. His subscriber count smokes mine. He's an interesting cat though. I was gonna wear a hat and a vest and a tie, but I didn't want to rip him off. Mike Vaughn, but he does more of the golden age stuff, like Robert Howard and stuff like that. And Z-Man also said that Radar might be his favorite King character of all time. Also referred to her as a he. Radar? Radar? Who's Radar? I just want to be with the cool kids. That's okay. Ed Lorne is the only person I ever heard of in this conversation. My views on him are that he is fine, but I guess he is more cheerful in those videos. He's all right. I don't have any issue. I love all the horror genre booktubers. I don't care if they're socially inept. I am socially inept. More power to us. Yes. Now, who's this TV lady telling peeps we should only have 30 books? Oh, that's Marie Kondo. RA gave you another letter, A. The dog. Radar. Oh, duh, stupid. Raids, Radar from a fairy tale. Yes. He said that. King maybe his favorite king also referred to her as a he. I drew a total blank on that. What a moron. That's my bad. Oh my God. Oh, Z. Oh, Z. Oh, you're just Z and his stage mom wife, just a couple of crazy kids trying to make it through the world the best they know how. I don't even know what to say. Like I'm at a loss. I think everyone in this chat made up this Ed Lorne person while I was away just to mess with me. No, Ed Lorne, Ed Lorne, YouTube channel. Ed Lorne. Chad just did a live National Writers Month, National Write a Novel Month. Nano Miro, whatever it is. Chad was just on the channel with Ed Lorne. And Radar from MASH was cool. He was. Yeah, Vaughn's a new discovery for me, maybe within the last couple months. Interesting cat about sums it up. He is. Jeff, did you even read Fairy Tale? Jeff, how can you forget the greatest king character ever created? I swear to God, he thinks that's the best king character. Radar. Radar doesn't even have a radar's like a device, a narrative device. Radar is just sort of there to give the characters a reason to behave the way they do. Radar's just the thread that carries through the story. Radar's the reason the boy meets the man, and Radar's the reason the boy goes into the shed. Without Radar, they don't know what to react against. So, but the character doesn't do anything. I'm not spoiling anything, I hope, but the character is just a device. Oh man, it just blows my mind. I hear that stuff. This is how rants happen. I hear this stuff. He thinks Radar's the best character, and he's got a booktube channel. I mean, wow, how? Fairy Tale was mediocre king. It wasn't angering. Wasn't necessarily disappointing. I understand I gave it 4 stars on my Goodreads review, but yes, Radar was barely in the book. Jeff doesn't read the books. He just waves books in front of a camera and reads the dust jacket. Oh my God. I share a lot of reading taste with Mike Vaughn, so I find a number of his videos enjoyable. Yeah, so if you understand what he's going for. I was like, Radar was barely in the book. He's a plot device. Exactly. She plot device. Yes. But Radar is King's greatest thread. I'm just like him. I may leave. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Russell. How you doing? Confirm Mitch Hull is Z. I love Fairy Tale. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Damn it, you caught me. I'm 325 pages into Fairy Tale, and I'm a bit bored. Fairy Tale is a good read. Not a classic, but a good read. Yeah. Brad Proctor does pretty good reviews on his channel. His Paper Cuts interview live show is fun. Oh, I got to check that out. Thank you, Daxon. King has been disappointed. Has been disappointing for me for about 10 years. Yeah. It started great, got boring, then got better. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I should downgrade my review. I don't know. I was just desperate to really like a King book. I don't know. A lot of people say that, but I never got bored. I will say Fairy Tale is a slow-paced story and not horror. Yeah, it's not horror. I mean, there's some things in it that are horrific. And there are some things in there that are horrible. I guess that's the way you get to horror. What else we got to talk about? That's what I'm hearing, Mitch. I'm just gonna stick with it. It's not a bad book, just not great. No. So there are a couple of things. Also, I went to the Cemetery Dance production page. The last time they updated that page was September 22nd. I just rolled and scrolled. Can we make that a thing? Can I get a trademark? That's brilliant. That's the smartest thing I've ever said in my life. Rolled and scrolled. You eye rolled and then you scrolled away. You see, because scrolling is what kids do. I think the world building was big, but small. I don't know. I just didn't connect with the middle part and the journey to the sundial. I thought it took forever to get to it. I did really enjoy the ending for the most part. Yeah, I did too. But yeah, he created this world and you only get a sliver of it. Like if you want to read epic world building from King, obviously the Dark Tower series, the Talisman. I mean, even Lizzie's story had a bigger world than this. This is just nah. I would say that the majority of King's books are not horror. I can't. I mean, they're not scary. I'm not scared. You're fascinated. You're intrigued. You're enthralled. You're hooked. But I'm not scared necessarily. But to each their own. All right. So I saw two things recently. The first one was The Watcher. Has anybody seen that show on Netflix? My son asked to watch it, and we watched it. And it was kind of crazy. It was really interesting. I liked it. That was cool. If any of you've seen it, I would say that it's a little bit like absurdist horror. There's a lot of it just goes and goes and goes. There's a lot of twists and turns. The world building and fairy tale felt very broad strokes. Was lackluster if you are a fantasy reader. Yes. Haven't started yet. The Cabinet of Curiosities is good. The Watcher, oh brother, it was a letdown for me. I mean, yeah, but I enjoyed the ride, and at some point, I just thought it was so funny, and I thought it was almost like a soap opera, right? It was an absurd soap opera. So I don't know. I liked it. I liked it. The Watcher started great, but seemed to unravel after 4 episodes. It does. Did you watch the whole thing, Tim? I liked it. Acting was good, but you nailed it with absurd. Yeah, I love the characters. Watcher's on my list. Watching The Peripheral on Amazon, and it's awesome. Yeah, that's a Gibson, right? William Gibson. Got to get going a little early tonight. I hope you all have a great week. You too, Jason. Glad you came by. Be watching A Friend of the Family. It's wild. Oh, I might see that. But The Watcher was cool, absurd, an absurd soap opera. But then I read the story it was built on, the true story, and that seems a little crazy too. They really didn't go that far afield. They did take liberties. I really like Cabinet of Curiosities. Hoping for another season. Had a good old Hitchcock feel. I wanted to see that too. Okay, so the other thing I saw was Barbarian. The Devil's Hour with Peter Capaldi is terrific. Every episode gets weirder. Okay, I got to write these down. Devil's Hour and Friend of the Family. No spoilers, but really don't knock down the door at the end of the tunnel. Knock on a neighbor's door to see if the tunnel ends in their house. Yes, I know, Phil, I know. Jeff, I forgot to say I love the video. Oh, well, thank you. Was about to ask if you'd seen Barbarian. I liked it until the end. I like Barbarian, a very strange film. I want to see Barbarian. I think I'll Amazon it though. I loved the new All Quiet on the Western Front on Netflix. Brutal World War I film about trench warfare. Barbarian. Your thoughts, Jeff? Okay, so Barbarian, I did a whole review video. I didn't like the way it turned out. I'll probably post it anyway because Z-Man can post the garbage he posts. I can post the garbage I post. But I'm going to do it. I thought it was good. I really liked it. I will say after watching it and reading the reviews from the critics, because I was kind of torn on what to think. I really liked it, but in some regards, I felt it fell short. Like it could have been better. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a lot of agony and suffering the viewer was spared in the movie because they totally skip a crucial part of, I think, that would have added to the tension. Excuse me. So, but I liked it. I thought it was beautifully shot, wonderfully acted, wonderfully told. The story that gets told doesn't, in some ways, it falls into some horror tropes. In others, it doesn't. It resists them. And I find the mixture somewhat refreshing and familiar at the same time because you get some of that familiarity of what you want in a horror movie, but you get some newness too. Um, and again, I don't want to spoil anything. I will say there's the whole. If you go to Rotten Tomatoes and you look at the audience review, the audience review says the less you know about the movie going in, the more you'll like it. And I don't understand that because I didn't feel like there was a whole big plot twist. Um, it does ruin some anticipation. If you know how events are going to turn out, then there is some suspense that's gone from the first act. But I don't know how major that would be. I don't know. I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I think the fact that it doesn't go where you think it's going to go is refreshing. And then it operates as a really good horror film. Barbarian had some fun parts, but the story was idiotic. The ending was flat. Some silly red herrings in it, but some parts were a total blast. It balanced yet flawed. I can't disagree with that, Hans. Um I don't think the ending was flat. I like the ending. I don't know if the story was idiotic. Some of the choices the characters made were idiotic. But they're in a horror movie. Horror movie characters have to be idiotic. Um, I don't know. All Quiet on the Western Front was excellent. I'll watch your garbage. I love the first segment, but then it plummeted. I don't know if it plummeted. Not for me anyway. I'm just when I say I don't know if it plummeted, I'm trying to like gauge my thinking on it. It could be another fairy tale where I had favorable feelings about it, but upon further thought, it kind of evaporates or it kind of like gets like wrestling smoke. It just goes away. There's nothing to cling to. But I liked it. I wouldn't say plummeted, but yeah, it didn't live up to the wonderful suspense and character development in the first part. And I think it and I think that's like because so much of the movie had to be spent building that up. Um to bring in other characters at that point, you needed to sort of expedite things, but you lose out those characters getting developed as much as they needed to get developed and following up with some of the characters from the first act. Everyone liked the video. um, the tone changes drastically from the beginning to the end. Almost feels like two. In a way, it was a well done film. Holes, yes, but better than most crap out there now. I know, and I think that's probably why I walked away from it feeling positive because I just want to. I just want to. Same thing with Fairy Tale. I just want to like it. Barbarian has Bill Skarsgård, and he seemed wasted in his part, but I think he played another crucial character. No, I don't think he did. Someone else did, which kind of spoiled the movie for me. I think he was put in there for you to think about what his part was going to be. I kind of thought that too. He was excellent. He was awesome in the movie. Um, I think Bill Skarsgård was no, he wasn't. He wasn't also the naked lady. It was some guy. Yeah. Wait, you mean the naked lady that okay, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. Nobody read his comment. I can't. Can I get rid of his comment? Can I delete it? Can I delete your comment? Oh. He put spoilers there. Okay, don't. He put spoilers there. All right. Oh, he retracted it. Okay. He put spoilers there for everybody. Yes, that's the character he's talking about. Did I read it out loud? Oh my god. I'm even worse. I'm worse for reading it out loud. Spoilers. I thought you were yelling at Hans for spoilers. um, no, yeah, it wasn't. But they did spoil it for me. That part got spoiled for me because of there's a convention where they have an actor from the movie and then they show his character, which is a huge reveal. Like jerks. I enjoyed Smile, surprisingly. So many jump scares for me, but for once they fit. I gotta see that. That's next. My son even said, "Oh, you wanted to watch Smile? Let's find it." Wow, Bill is the lesser of the Skarsgårds. Alexander is greater than Stefan, who's greater than Bill. I'm hosting Smile tonight in my movie club. Oh, let us know how that goes. I want to see it. Where are you watching it in a theater? 11 p.m. Probably gonna have to hop off because it's 10. Probably gonna have to go. At least he's not a Baldwin. Oh, there's so many Baldwins. No one. I hope you like it. Yeah, I gotta read it. I mean, I gotta see it. I gotta see Smile. That because I thought, oh, here's a gimmicky one with just creepy faces. Oh, ooh. But then I saw a preview for it, the trailer, and when I heard the description of the story, I'm like, oh, that actually has some meat. That might be good. So I hope to see it. I hope to see it. So I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna call it a night. Matthew Park David. Oh yeah, my top movies for 2022 were The Crawdad Sings, Till. Oh God, Till's got to be awful. I mean, the content, you know. Anyway, See How They Run and The Banshees of Inisherin. I don't even know any of those except Till. And I know they made a movie on where the Crawdads sing. 1979, The Long Riders with the three Carradine brothers, two Keach brothers, and the Quaid boys. Good night, Megan. Jeff, I totally feel like I'm in the room with you. You were here, so you know what it feels like. Kevin Bacon's daughter stars in Smile. All right, later, Gators, which is different now that we all have that book Alligator by Stephen King, Shelley Katz. I can't watch Till. Going to be too painful to watch. Yeah, that's got to be a brutal movie. Peace out. Take it easy. And, you know, as always, I'll be back when the week is new and I'll have more ideas for yous. Yous will have things you'll want to talk about. And I will too. I promise. I don't shut up mostly. So, good night, everyone. Have a good one. Be good to each other. Stay frosty and don't drink and drive.